Welcome to another episode of Deck Profile Quest. Today I'm doing a Danger Dark World deck. It's been revamped and reformatted. Amalgamated one of my decks into one solid, stronger deck. As you can see, I have it labeled. I have become a member of Dark World deck. That's a reference to Backstroke of the West. So yeah, this is my Danger Dark World deck, and yeah, we're gonna start off with Raviel, Lord of Phantasms. We got 2 copies of Rainbow over King of the Dark World. 2 copies of Genta Gateman of the Dark World. 2 copies of Silva, Warlord of the Dark World. We got Graf, Dragon Lord of the Dark World. We got 2 copies of Snow, Unlight of the Dark World. We got Cerulli Guru of the Dark World. Alright, I'm just gonna amalgamate this pile. We got 3 copies of Brow, Huntsman of the Dark World. That's our Dark World monsters. And Raviel. And we got 2 copies of Danger Nessie. 2 copies of Danger Bigfoot. 3 copies of Danger Thunderbird. 2 copies of Danger... I can't pronounce that, honest. And 2 copies of Danger Mothman. Danger Chupacabra. We got 3 copies of Tour Guide from the Underworld. One of them is an alt artwork. 2 copies of the Fabled Cat Sith. We got Fabled Cerebral. 3 copies of Fabled Raven. And 2 copies of Radion, the multi-dimensional kaiju. That's the monster card lineup. Next, we're going to have a big selection of trap cards. We got Metaverse, 2 copies of Deck Devastation Virus, and 2 copies of Dark World Punishment for trap cards. Next, we got 2 copies of the Gates of the Dark World. 2 copies of Dark World Accession. We got Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, Card Destruction, 3 copies of Drag Down into the Grave, Pot of Extravagance, Pot of Avarice, 3 copies of Dark World Dealing. That's the main deck. For the extra deck, we got Grapha, Dragon over King of the Dark World, DDD, Divisor, King Deus Machinex, DDD, Wave, King Caesar, Tornado Dragon, Gagaga Cowboy, Castiel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, the Phantom Knights of the Break Sword, Decode Talker, Muckraker from the Underworld, Nightmare, Phoenix, Dispatcherazzi. We got Garaz, Tyrant of Thunder, Chaos Beast, and Infernity Doom, Archfiend, and Fabled Andrath. If I had 2 copies of Chaos Angel would definitely be going into this deck. So, yeah. Got a copy of Chaos Angel. Another copy of the other card. But yeah, I definitely would have it in there. But yeah, I don't have a second copy. And next for the side deck, we got Invader of Darkness, Barrier Statue of the Abyss, 2 copies of Dark Ruler No More, Called by the Grave, 2 copies of Chain Destruction, Unending Nightmare, 2 copies of Dark World Brainwashing, 2 copies of Dark Smog. There can only be 1, Summon Gate, and Skill Drain. So yeah, that's the side deck. And yeah, that's my Dark WorldDanger deck. And yeah, not much else to say. Had to amalgamate my Fun Fiend deck into it, different cards and whatnot. So yeah, to build one potent deck, as potent as I can make it. So yeah, I'm your host, the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Blood Afghanistan. Like, share, and subscribe. And peace out. And share this video.